What's up, everyone? My name is Spencer. This is Jackson, and Sean is currently off camera at the moment, but he'll
Sean's
be back.
coming. Don't worry, he's coming.
But ladies and gentlemen, it is the moment we've all been waiting for. It is time for the Spectrum Show Best of 2024 Awards, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, and here's Sean, right as you say that. Guys, I am so excited that we're finally here right now. We get to really cap off the 2024 season. So, guys, how are you feeling about this?
I'm excited to see how this goes. We didn't get as many votes as we might necessarily wanted, but there's still some interesting results here from when we last checked.
100%.
Sorry about that. Judging by what Spencer has told me about how interesting the results are, honestly, I'm excited.
Yeah, so
I assume you're hoping for trails for
Jackson. Don't spoil what I want.
Yeah.
Okay. Well. So this award show, it's not a conventional award show. One, we're virtual, and I don't have my green screen up. But also, we have 2 viewers in the chat. How are we doing? But yeah, also, it's a little bit more loose, and I think we'll probably discuss some of the winners a little, like do a quick spectrum of opinions on that as time goes on. It would be fun, and I think we're just gonna have a good time with it, and we'll just be surprised.
Oh, are you joining? No, you're not joining. You have to check the stream.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Sean is also going to be our stream monitor today.
That is very true. So thank you, Sean, for that. So, gentlemen, should we get started?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on a
He's
sec.
currently setting
Jackson,
it up.
You don't need to give me a play. Play by play.
Give me a sec, guys. Guys, I'm sorry. Our director is quickly doing something crazy. I know this is off to a flying start already. So,
we are good.
Okay, we're good. Okay, so I'm gonna pull up the awards. So we're gonna start. We're gonna start with our film categories, and who's in our Autism Life and Wendy. I know some.
All right.
Okay, so we're gonna start with our film categories. So we're gonna start off with our first category, which is. Okay, give me a sec, guys.
All good.
Yeah.
Take your time.
Sorry about this. Okay, sorry about that, guys. So our first film category is off to a flying start. Best live action film. So our nominees, just as a reminder, we have Alien Romulus, Beetlejuice, Deadpool and Wolverine, Dune Part 2, Furiosa, a Mad Max saga, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Wicked. And the award goes to Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Makes sense.
Film of the year, Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Makes sense.
I will say, though, I'm actually kind of surprised by this one. I thought Dune or Deadpool would have been the one to get this one.
I saw Dune having a lead decently early, but I guess it couldn't survive.
I'm going to be real. Our voter pool was made up of Sonic fanboys.
Yes, that is very true. We
occasional fangirl.
It's a very interconnected group of people who voted. But
it was also just kind of a big event at the end of the year, so I understand why a lot of people voted for it.
That's what we call recency bias, my friend.
Yes, and we'll try and figure that out for the future ones. We might we'll talk about them towards the end.
I like Sonic 3.
I like Sonic.
I did too.
3 a lot too. Good movie.
Anyway, moving on to our next category. So congratulations to the Paramount and Sega teams who
the
developed
Oscars
this movie.
don't know what they're talking about, saying this can't be nominated for Best Picture.
Yeah. Anyway, moving past that, Best Animated Film. Jackson, would you like to take this one?
All right. The nominees are Despicable Me 4, Inside Out 2, Look Back, Moana 2, Piece by Piece, that's the Pharrell Williams Lego biopic, Transformers 1, Ultraman Rising, and The Wild Robot. And the winner is
Transformers 1.
I
mean, that makes sense, I guess.
One guy on Twitter who really likes Transformers 1.
Really good movie. Good.
Yeah,
we had a lot of Transformers fans in chat too, so it's not surprising.
Yeah.
Good movie.
I think that's a well-deserved win.
And if you're into Transformers comics, go read the new Skybound stuff by Daniel Warren Johnson. It's very good.
All right.
He is actually a local, so that's really exciting for us.
Yeah, and I should also point out, if I'm going to take a look at the votes, nothing significant about this one. So moving on to our next category, Sean, would you like to take this next one?
All right. Our next category is Best Film Actor with Emma Corrin, Hugh Jackman, Jim Carrey, Kingsley Ben-Adir, Michael Keaton, Paul Mescal, Ryan Reynolds, and Timothy Chalamet as our nominees.
Yep, solid lineup, I will say. And the award for Best Actor, Film Actor, goes to Jim Carrey.
Knew it.
Yep,
It.
it
Because
makes total
our-
sense. It does. I mean, we all saw this one coming. Let's be real.
Thank you to our pool of Sonic voters.
Yep.
Thank you to Jim
But-
Carrey's hilarious dance in Sonic 3.
But also, like, playing two characters is pretty gutsy to win something. That's how you win.
Honestly, this really is the autistic person's live stream. Sonic is winning left and right.
Christ.
Yeah! That's how we're talking about, baby.
I'm not
I'm
saying
not
that
trying to get us-
pejoratively, I mean it genuinely.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you for clarifying because I'm not trying to get us canceled today. So
I know. I mean, we're
Okay.
literally a show run by 3 autistic people, so we're
There you go.
great.
We can do
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
It's in our wheel. It's like in a
Fair enough,
I
like,
would say
yeah,
that.
fair enough. So it's
All right, let's keep going.
Okay, for Best Film Actress, we have
Okay, you're going. You're reading, sorry.
the nominees are Anya Taylor-Joy, Ariana Grande, Connie Nielsen, Cynthia Erivo, Lupita Nyong'o, Rebecca Ferguson, Winona Ryder, and Zendaya. Now, before I reveal this winner, I want to say there was actually a tie in this category. But looking at the tie, I think it was genuinely an easy choosing between the two who tied. So that being said, the award for Best Film Actress goes to Cynthia Erivo.
Well earned. Well
Yes.
earned.
Who's
Well
she tied
earned.
with?
She was actually tied with Ariana Grande.
That's hilarious.
I mean, it makes sense. Wicked was a massive movie.
That's amazing.
I
I,
mean,
actually
I legit think you could have just gotten away with making this a tie with both of them personally.
I mean,
if you want to view it that way, folks, you can view it that way.
Sure,
we're gonna consider it a tie.
we'll consider it a tie, but
Yeah.
logically speaking, it's Cynthia Erivo.
You know, if
'cause-
we had to gun to our head, pick one, this is it.
Yeah.
yeah, fair enough. So I'm gonna just
God, she's so good in that.
no question about it. Moving on. Jackson.
Best film voice actor. The nominees are Ben Schwartz, Sonic the Hedgehog in Sonic 3, Brian Tyree Henry as Megatron, aka D16 in Transformers 1, Chris Hemsworth as Optimus Prime / Orion Pax in Transformers 1, Christopher Sean as Ken Sato, aka Ultraman in Ultraman Rising, Dwayne Johnson as Maui in Moana 2, Idris Elba as Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Jacob Tremblay as Orion in Orion and the Dark. Is it Orion in the Dark or and the Dark?
And the Dark.
It's Orion and the Dark. And Keanu Reeves as Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic the Hedgehog 3.
Now I
And
will
the
say,
special award goes to
did you just call it a Spectrum Award?
Well,
Yeah, sure. I'm okay with that. Anyway, the award goes to Brian Tyree Henry.
Yeah!
And he actually won by quite a few, actually, believe it or not.
I'm not surprised. His performance in 1 is amazing.
Yeah.
I voted for him.
I voted for him. He's great.
Well, there you go, folks.
Love that guy.
Yeah. So that's
God,
awesome.
good.
I'm okay with that. So moving on to Best Film Voice Actress. Sean,
You're up,
would you like
Sean.
to take this one away?
All right. Our nominees for Best Film Voice Actress are Amy Poehler in Inside Out 2, Oli Cavallo in
Moana.
Moana 2, Aquafina
Kung Fu Panda 4.
in Kung Fu Panda 4, Colleen O'Shaughnessy in Sonic 3, Lupita Nyong'o in Wild Robot, Maya Hawke in
Inside Out 2.
Inside Out 2, Phyllis Smith. I haven't watched most of the Disney animated movies this year.
Fair
Philip
enough.
Griffin, also in Inside Out 2.
And
Yep.
Scarlett Johansson in Transformers 1.
And the award goes to Colleen O'Shaughnessy.
From Sonic 3, which
Yep.
is kind of looking to be our sweep this year.
Yeah.
Why was
Honestly-
I about to say unfortunately?
No,
Honestly,
the-
I'm kind of surprised Colleen won because Tails felt like he had the least to do in that movie.
But
Hey,
all-
don't diss our winner. Don't
Yeah,
diss our
I
I
winner.
know,
still
but
like the
I-
performance,
yeah,
obviously,
I
but, like at the
100%
same
do.
time.
But yeah, I will say I actually think it was well earned because she does a lot of video game voice actors acting too. So that puts a little bit of a spotlight there.
I really like her in the Sonic movies. She's great. She does a great job.
And anything Sonic really, He's
Yeah.
fantastic. Moving on.
He
to
works
our-
off of Ben Schwartz really well. I actually really like. I kind of like the way they play off each other more than how she plays off of Craig Smith in the games.
All right.
There you go.
Anyway, now it's time
Heroes
for
Heroes of the year for film: Deadpool and Wolverine, Furiosa, Optimus Prime, Paul Atreides, Poe and Jen from Kung Fu Panda 4, and Team Sonic.
I'm betting Team Sonic.
This category is funny because Paul Atreides is there.
So what? I mean, he's technically the protagonist, so maybe we should have called it that. Maybe.
Well, yeah, but we didn't call it Protagonist of the Year. We called it Heroes of the Year. And
Well-
Paul Atreides is many things, but
Can't wait for Dune Messiah.
Moving. Okay, so
Moving on.
this is clearly a waste up award show.
No, it's great.
Fair enough, but the winner is Team Sonic, baby.
Yeah,
I had a feeling. I had a
Yep.
feeling.
I
Yep.
really do like how, regardless of Shadow being there, they did manage to make Team Sonic feel meaningful in the movie.
100%.
Especially Knuckles. Like Knuckles did
Yes.
a really good job. Knuckles was a really fleshed out character in Sonic 3. I'm surprised.
And we talked about that a lot during our Sonic review.
We did actually. I gave a lot of praise to Idris Elba for his performance. So.
Anyway, moving on to Jackson. Would you like
Villains of the year: Anxiety from Inside Out 2, Cassandra Nova from Deadpool and Wolverine, the Chameleon from Kung Fu Panda 4, Megatron, aka D16 from Transformers 1, Gerald and Ivo Robotnik from Sonic the Hedgehog 3, and Fade Raufa Harkonnen from Dune 2. Dune Part 2.
Yes.
And the Spectrum Award goes to
Megatron.
Oh,
from
heck
Transformers
yeah.
1. So it looks like Brian Tyree Henry got his share
he
this
got
year.
yeah, he got double.
He's getting his due.
100%, yeah.
Megatron is an excellent Megatron.
One of my
Yes.
favorites.
There you go, folks. And
Possibly
finally,
my favorite.
Now, for most anticipated film,
Our
we've
last
got a
film
packed
category.
list.
We do.
yes.
All right. So we've got Avatar, Fire and Ash, The Fantastic Four, First Steps. Is the in the official title?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Five Nights at Freddy's 2. Okay. Michael, Mickey 17, Mission Impossible: The Final Reckoning, Now You See Me 3, James Gunn's Superman, Thunderbolts Asterisk, and Wicked for Good.
And the award goes to shit. Let's apply that.
I think I know what this one's gonna be.
Okay. The award go. I think there actually was a tie for this one too. Just letting you guys know.
Oh,
So what was the one that
It was
didn't
actually-
win?
believe
we
it or not,
reveal
I-
after the winner.
And I want to say it was not just a tie; it was a three-way tie.
Oh,
So this was a hard one to choose. But
I mean,
in terms of
back here,
the, but looking back on it, this choice makes absolutely the most sense. It is the hands down the most talked about of these three. So the award is or goes to
had a feeling.
Superman. I mean,
what
it
did
was just
Tyler-
it just currently has the most commotion out of any of these projects in
What
development.
did Superman tie with? I'm curious.
Fantastic Four and FNAF 2.
what? I'm gonna ask among my friends who voted for FNAF 2. Didn't know we had that many FNAF fans in our.
I did not, but everything else got most.
I think
and-
Robert probably did. He likes that movie. He likes that movie.
He
a
doesn't
lot.
like it that much.
He still liked it. So.
I mean, so
he just likes that it has practical effects. He thinks everything else is bad.
yeah.
anyway, that's it for our film categories. We're gonna now move on to our.
Good picks.
And now it's time to go outside the box. Okay, that's gonna be our only Todd and Aaron reference.
We will not reference it. Okay, let's move on. Television categories.
So starting off with best live action television series, we have Abbott Elementary, Agatha All Along, The Crown, Echo, Knuckles, Only Murders in the Building, The Penguin, and Shogun.
I swear to God, if the Sonic bias infects this one, I mean, I liked Sonic 3, but Knuckles was.
We already
a
we already
mixed
gave our
experience.
thoughts on Knuckles in the Spectrum Show episode about
Yeah,
it. Go watch
and-
that.
Yes. So that being said, the award goes to The Penguin.
Oh,
Good. I've heard that. Yeah, no, that's
This
a
one-
good one.
This one actually really surprised me. I didn't think this one was.
I mean, the
Oh,
Penguin has been getting, like, even people I know who think that, like, aren't really hot on Matt Reeves' The Batman, think
Yeah.
the Penguin is excellent.
Yeah, and that is true, and it was closely-ish followed by Knuckles, which was closely-ish followed by Abbott Elementary, and then bringing up the rear, it was The Crown.
How many people in our circle voted for Abbott Elementary just because of Always Sunny?
Probably.
Yeah,
Honestly, I know my main thing I know about Penguin is that by the end of the show, everyone who watched it wants Oswald Cobblepot dead. So that's going to be a fun one to go through eventually.
But yeah, honestly, I'm surprised that Shogun didn't get any nominations.
If you're into some Penguin focused comics, Tom King has a Penguin run that's in trade paperback right now.
It's quite good.
Yeah, but I'm just surprised that Shogun didn't get any votes, actually.
I mean, I don't know if that's the kind of circle we roll in.
It's also kind of serious. It's also kind of a more adult-oriented show trapped on Hulu, Disney Plus. So certainly didn't do it any favors.
Fair enough. So moving on, our next category is Best
Animated Television Series, and the nominees are Batman: Caped Crusader, Hazbin Hotel, My Adventures with Superman, specifically Season 2, Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, What If Season 3, and X-Men 97.
And the winner
the Spectrum Award goes to
My Adventures with Superman.
Yeah, I saw this one coming.
Really?
I'm
actually kind of surprised. I thought X-Men 97 would have won.
Honestly, that would have been my pick for what I think would win.
At the same time, though, I am very happy My Adventures won. I saw a lot of people talking about it. It's really popular.
I haven't really discussed it on the show at all, but really good season. Probably my favorite incarnation of Supergirl ever. A really excellent incarnation of Brainiac with a great cast, and it's just great.
Especially Jack Quaid. Love that guy.
Fair enough. Okay.
He's really good.
So moving on to our next category.
Oh,
Best Television
Actor.
Actor.
Shogun fan in chat. Nice.
Okay. So
okay.
That would be my mother, Jackson.
Yeah, still up.
So Best Television Actor/Actress. So just for clarification, we comprise men and women into this category because there wasn't enough for both or two separate categories, so we just combined it into one, I think.
Yeah.
So that being said, the nominees are Alakwa Cox,
in Echo,
Hiroyuki Sanada, Joe Locke,
Agatha All
I think you skipped me.
Sorry.
Catherine Hahn, Martin Short, Quinta Brunson, Selena Gomez, Steve Martin, and Vincent D'Onofrio. And the award goes to Hiroyuki Sanada for his work in Shogun.
Shogun does get a win.
At least it does get a shout out.
I mean, yeah.
I kind of need to watch Shogun.
I heard Shogun
really likes the stuff I've seen Sanada in.
I mean, it's supposed to be really good, apparently. Maybe that. Hey, maybe that.
Oh.
And
is
gentlemen,
Asano in Shogun? I'll have to check that later.
Our main exposure to Sanada is Bullet Train. Fantastic movie.
I don't know why that reviewed so badly. It's an excellent movie.
He's so good in it.
Anyway, we could do this one for the Patreon, you guys.
Shogun or Bullet Train, either one.
Oh, both.
I'd be up for both.
All right, let's go. And
so,
all right,
moving on to our next category. Sean, do you want to get this one?
Yeah, Sean takes this.
Best television voice actor and actress. We're starting off with Hamish Linklater from Batman: Caped Crusader, Idris Elba in Knuckles, Jeffrey Wright as the Watcher in What If, Kiana Madeira as Supergirl.
Yeah, Supergirl.
As Supergirl in My Adventures with Superman, Ray Chase as Cyclops in X-Men 97, finally proving that he is the X-Man, and Stephanie Sue as Golden Glider in Kite Man, Hell Yeah.
Which just barely didn't make the nominees for Best Show.
Yeah.
Animated show.
Was one that actually got. There is one that is not on there, but I just realized because someone put it on there last minute, I think. Haley Steinfeld is also on the list as V from Arcane.
Oh, yeah.
It's pronounced Vi, actually.
Vi.
That doesn't matter because the winner is...
Idris Elba!
Makes sense.
Because we have too many Sonic fans in this pool.
Curse you, Sonic fans.
Honestly, his Sonic 3 performance makes up for any weakness I could say the show has.
Fair enough.
I like Elba. He's a good choice as Knuckles.
I really like him as Knuckles. Yeah, he's great.
I think at one point when I saw the polls very early, Supergirl was actually neck and neck with him.
I
Really?
see we have a winner.
Curses.
Okay. So our next category is Heroes of the
Heroes
Year
of the Year.
for television.
All right, I'll take this one.
Okay.
Heroes of the Year: Batman from Batman Cape Crusader, Echo from Echo, Knuckles the Echidna from Knuckles, Superman from My Adventures with Superman, the TMNT from Tales of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the X-Men from X-Men 97, and Lord Yoshi Toranaga from Shogun.
Yeah,
And the Spectrum Award goes to.
And actually, I should also point out to our viewers, this was also a tie. This was a, right? But
Between what I assume is Knuckles and
Announce the winner and then reveal the tie. That's how we should keep doing this.
The winner is the X-Men from X-Men 97.
Neat.
Good call.
Yeah, they were tied.
bonus
They were
points
actually
because-
tied with Superman, believe it or not.
Neat.
Oh,
I mean, I
So-
would have gone. I mean, if I were choosing this, I would have gone with Superman.
I mean, MAWS already got the win for best show, so
Yeah, so I think
share the love.
I mean,
everyone gets a little love this year.
X-Men is cheating because Wolverine is there, and he's bringing up the average.
It's also cheating because Nightcrawler is there, and you know this guy.
But also like when X-Men 97 came out, it was just a huge deal to see these characters.
The
back.
X-Men are back, baby.
Heck yeah, they are. So next up, Villains of the Year for television. I'll take this one. Our nominees are Agents Mason and Willoughby from Knuckles, Lady Death from Agatha All Along, Homelander from The Boys, Kingpin from Echo, and the upcoming Daredevil Born Again, I might add, Magneto from X-Men 97, and Omni-Man from Invincible.
Technically, we did have a few edits to the list, but that doesn't matter because our winner is
Homelander from The
who was
Boys.
not one of the edits.
Yeah.
He stayed on there and he certainly made his impression again.
While this latest season is controversial for numerous reasons, I'm glad that we can all agree that Anthony Starr consistently knocks it out of the park.
He's really good.
Yeah, and this next one is a very interesting category because it's our most anticipated television series. And that, do you want me to get this one or does anyone?
I'll take this one. We're back in order. And the nominees are The Boys, Season 5, Cobra Kai Season 6, Part 3. Are they doing Attack on Titan seasons for this now? Jeez.
No, this is the last one. That's the last one.
Daredevil Born Again, Devil May Cry, trailer for that, the new trailer for that dropped today. Limp Bizkit is in it.
Anyways.
Invincible Season 3, Ironheart, Phineas and Ferb Season 5, and an accompanying comic relaunch, which I'm excited for, Stranger Things Season 5, Waller, and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man,
which is currently airing and is pretty all right so far.
Yeah, that's
and the winner is
Devil May Cry.
Cry.
And believe it or not,
good pick.
And it was Devil May Cry just barely sneaked ahead, and it was closely-ish followed by a three-way tie of Invincible, Phineas and Ferb, and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man.
A lot of stuff to be excited for animation this year.
Yeah, but this is the one that really surprised me. Daredevil Born Again only got one vote. That seems really surprising.
I mean, it is really exciting, but but there is a lot of good stuff in this category. So
we have a bunch of DMC fans
Phineas
in our back pocket.
Phineas and Ferb has a massive nostalgia buff. Invincible is huge right now.
And are you
Devil
May Cry?
Anyways, moving on. For best television competition,
We've got America's Got Talent, American Ninja Warrior, Baking Championships, Lego Masters, and The Voice.
I remember this one being pretty universal when we first checked results. And the winner is
Lego Masters.
And I remember that dominating almost immediately, and it never stopped.
You see, this is
it won. It literally won by a landslide.
This is another pick for all the autistic people out there because you know how they feel about Legos.
There are like 10 different Lego sets within reach of me right now.
I mean, I like Lego. What's wrong with Lego?
Nothing at all. We're just saying
exactly.
I mean, to be fair, it isn't just an autistic thing. All people love Legos.
Legos is great.
Anyway, moving on to our next category, which is Best Television Special. The 2024 MTV Video Music Awards. the 66th Grammy Awards, the 75th Primetime Emmy Awards, the 77th Tony Awards, the 96th Academy Awards or Oscars, the Apple Music Super Bowl 58 halftime show, and the Game Awards 2024.
I voted for the Game Awards because that was the only one I'd actually watched.
And the award goes to the Game Awards 2024.
The only one that didn't air on actual TV, which is really funny.
Yeah, but that being said, I will say, not only did this win, this is the biggest landslide we currently have.
I'm pretty sure that's because people voted for the one they actually watched.
And a lot of us did watch the Game Awards, so yeah.
And it was actually a half decent one, too.
It was surprisingly good this year.
Yeah, no, the things that should have won, and there were some pretty awesome reveals. Good show.
Yeah.
Good job. Good job. Good job, guys.
Yeah, good job, Jeff Keighley.
Jeff Keighley, you actually didn't disappoint me this year.
Yeah, no.
Well, 2024 was actually a very solid year for him, honestly.
You know what? If it were bad, I would have just voted for something else random.
Yeah.
But honestly, 2024 was a good year for him, honestly.
All right.
It was.
Next,
we
have
our music categories. Now, this one was pretty unanimous, to say the least, not to give too much.
Yeah, I remember this one having some very big leads.
Yeah, so moving on. For Best Male Music Artist, we have Eminem, Jelly Roll, Justin Timberlake, Kendrick Lamar, Post Malone, Snoop Dogg, Tyler, the Creator, and The Weeknd. And I just want to say, as a little head note, only three people got votes this year. And the award goes to, I mean, it's no surprise, really. It's Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. I mean, I think he's got a little bit of that Super Bowl.
Look, Kendrick, now you've really made it big. What you won? What was it? A Nobel Prize for Literature? Yeah, no. This is the real award.
But I will say, I mean, I think it's between everything he did last year and his upcoming Super Bowl halftime show. I think it makes total sense.
Yeah, not only releasing one of the biggest songs of the year, but also ending the year with,
a fantastic
from what
album.
I've heard, is one of the best rap albums we've seen in a long time. Like,
yeah, no contest.
He was just like, I'm just doing a victory lap for this.
Yeah, pretty much. So moving on, best female
music artist. Nominees are Ariana Grande, Beyonce, Billie Eilish, Charlie XCX, Olivia Rodrigo, Sabrina Carpenter. Is it SZA, and Taylor Swift. And the winner is, I remember someone having a big lead for this too. Let's see if it stuck.
Sabrina Carpenter. This one actually, let's see. I want to just check.
I was surprised. I'm surprised.
I was expecting Charlie.
I remember Charlie having a pretty solid lead, but then again, I'm also not surprised about this.
This one, this was the one I was probably the most surprised by, because I thought Taylor Swift would have ran away with this one.
At the same time, Sabrina and Charlie both also had really huge years, and I know a lot of
Taylor did too, to be fair.
Yeah.
I mean, Brat was like its own aesthetic for this year.
It was.
Brat was a very good album as well.
And also Sabrina dropped some really big singles. What I saw,
the radio play doesn't hurt, I will say. Hey, but I know my mom's already going to be...
Congratulations to Sabrina Carpenter.
Yes.
Good pick.
Yes. I mean, it's definitely a solid choice. But anyways, best music group.
This is for you.
We have Blackpink, Blink-182, who I'm surprised to see still exist, Coldplay, Florence and the Machine, Green Day, Linkin Park, NSYNC, who I'm also surprised still exist, and Tomorrow X Together.
And the Spectrum Award goes to
Linkin Park.
Not surprised. Not surprised.
I would like to congratulate
easily the best rock album of the year
in the Arcane show.
Yes.
Yeah, he's a big fan of. They did music for the League of Legends adaptation Arcane this season, and he really likes it. So
yeah, it was literally one of my favorite songs of the year, hands down. So
yeah, I think it's nominated for Song of the Year when we get to that.
Yeah. So moving on, our next category is Best Breakout Music Artist. This was a very surprising category because I did not expect the lineup to be like this. So the nominees are Benson Boone, Chappell Rowan, Doechii, Easy Mill, Gracie Abrams, Shabuzi, Teddy Swims, and Toby Niue.
Shabuzi. That sounds like a Music Man musical number.
He-
Shabuzi is the guy who did that one country song this year with a beat from a crunk song.
I didn't know.
It's
Impressive.
A bar song, Tipsy, but which
yeah,
actually-
a bar song Tipsy. It was really popular. Did a lot of numbers.
He's apparently a really good performer too. Apparently,
I like the song. It's a good sounding song.
so anyway, the award goes to Chapel Rowan.
Yeah, not at all surprised.
Yeah, but
Not at all surprised.
he won quite a bit actually, and Shabuzi was closely-ish followed.
Yeah.
And then to close it was
Rowan
was a-
managed to dominate this year and only released one, and I think she only released one new song this year, and it still dominated everything.
But also at the end it was a 3-way tie between Dochi, Easy Mill, and Toby Niue, which I'm actually kind of surprised he got a vote. I would have
I
expected
have
Gracie.
not heard of two of those people.
Which one? Which ones?
Dochi and Toby Niue.
By the way,
Dochi's like a female version of Kendrick Lamar, to put it
By the way,
simply.
on the topic of music, we saw all those votes for Jelly Roll.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, but yeah, Easy Mill is someone who Eminem signed, just for reference.
Oh, that's fun.
Okay,
All
so
right.
moving on to our next category, Best Music Producer, and let me just
And the nominees are Benny Blanco, Cole Bennett / Lyrical Lemonade, David Guetta, Dr. Dre, Hit Boy, Jack Antonoff, Metro Boomin, and
on
Mustard.
the beat, yo, freak.
And the winner, who I'm pretty sure I already know.
I mean, to be fair,
It's not. It's the winner is
Mustard.
who probably gets it by virtue of being one of the most popular songs of this year, mentioned in literally the first set of lyrics.
Yeah, but also I want to just acknowledge Metro Boomin was pretty close actually.
not
But it
surprised. Metro Boomin does a lot of good stuff too.
But then after that, I think other than Hit Boy, I think everyone else got at least one vote.
yeah. But yeah, congratulations to Mustard for producing one of the biggest hits of the year and an incredible album that followed it.
And
So,
has an
good
incredible production discography overall too.
yeah, dude, dude, that dude's insane.
Yeah, one of the everything he touches turns to gold. I think it's safe to say that.
His work with Kendrick is great. Yeah.
All
And
right.
he's done, and even in the pop scene, it's great too.
Next
Anyway,
up,
best solo
Yeah,
song. Now
next
this one was a filled category, if you can see.
we have a bar song, Tipsy by Shabuzi, Dancing in the Flames by The Weeknd, Empty Out Your Pockets by Juice WRLD,
Posthumously, interestingly, it
Yes.
debuted in Fortnite, where we first heard it.
Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter, Friendly Fire by Linkin Park, Heavy is the Crown by Linkin Park, Houdini by Eminem, I Can Do It With a Broken Heart by Taylor Swift, Love Control by
Lose Control.
Lose Control by Teddy Swims,
Swims.
Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, Selfish by Justin Timberlake, and Texas Hold'em by Beyonce. I can.
Sorry.
Come on, man.
Yeah. And
I mean, I did jump in on Mustard last.
and the Spectrum Award winner is
I mean, it's no surprise, guys.
Not
Not
Like Us.
What do you mean the award winner isn't like us? What's it like?
Funny, but yeah. So Not Like Us won by a landslide. Empty Out Your Pockets was the second, but it was miles behind Not Like Us.
Yeah, I had a feeling.
But believe it or not, Heavy as the Crown did not get a vote this year.
Right.
That's surprising.
mean,
but Friendly Fire did actually.
I feel like
'cause-
all the Linkin Park fans still just felt the sheer aura of Kendrick.
Yeah.
yeah. Anyways,
this is a yeah, that would be long remembered. Next category.
best collaborative song. This was a fun category, honestly. We love this category. Well, mostly.
Onto you, Spencer.
We
This
have
one's you.
Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Fortnite by Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone, Fuel, Eminem featuring J.I.D., Gorgeous by Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre featuring Jhené Aiko, I Had Some Help by Post Malone and featuring Morgan Wallen, Paradise by Justin Timberlake featuring NSYNC, Somebody Save Me by Eminem featuring Jelly Roll, and Us, Gracie Abrams featuring Taylor Swift. And the award goes to Die With a Smile by Lady Gaga
Yeah, I'm
and
not
Bruno
surprised.
Mars. Yeah, and this one I think won by a landslide too, actually. Yeah. This had the most, and everything else that was voted. Actually, everything got a vote except for I think think
Gaga and Bruno Mars did drop a really strong duet. I'm not surprised this one.
Yeah, but
This-
but believe it or not, everything else only got one vote. That was the only one to get multiple votes.
I'm
That's
not surprised.
Yeah, good pick.
but
Good
honestly,
pick, everyone.
But honestly, the lineup for collaborative song was really good this year for the most part.
A lot of Eminem on it.
Yes,
Right.
but also I will say we really enjoyed Paradise too, the Justin Timberlake and Sync collab.
That was a good one, yeah.
I thought because considering like that was a fantastic song. But anyway, enough rambling. Our next category:
Best album. Brat by Charlie XCX, Cowboy Carter by Beyonce, Chromacopia by Tyler the Creator, The Death of Slim Shady by Eminem, F1 Trillion by Post Malone, GNX by Kendrick Lamar, Missionary by Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, Short and Sweet by Sabrina Carpenter, and The Tortured Poets Department by Taylor Swift. And the Spectrum Award goes to...
GNX by Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's a good
I
call.
assume Brat was at least, a contender.
Yes, it was closely-ish followed, and Short and Sweet was tied with Brat actually.
Damn, yeah.
But believe it or not,
Alright.
I think if I remember correct, if I'm looking at the
Good year for albums. Good albums coming out this year.
yeah, and from what I recall, Tortured Poets Department didn't get any votes, which is shocking. And, I mean, it wasn't the best thing, but it was a huge album sales-wise. But
I didn't hear any of the new Taylor singles. That might be part of it.
but honestly, I mean, I heard a little bit of Fortnite, but nothing other than that. But to be fair, it was lyrically it was very impressive. But I think all the Taylor Swift fans are about to be really mad at us, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't think Taylor Swift fans know who we are.
That's true too.
Let's keep going.
Best music
is
video.
All right. We have Dancing in the Flames by The Weeknd, Die with a Smile by Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars, Fortnite by Taylor Swift featuring Post Malone, Heavy as the Crown by Linkin Park, Houdini by Eminem, Missionary, which is a short film, by Snoop Dogg and Dr. Dre, No Angels by Justin Timberlake, Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar, and Taste by Sabrina Carpenter.
There's some good ones on here, but I have a feeling of what's going to win.
And the Spectrum Award goes to...
Not Like Us,
Like Us,
of course.
which we actually just watched a couple minutes ago.
God, what a good video.
I think it's hours now.
I mean,
It is a good video.
yeah, there were some strong contenders for this one, honestly. Yeah, and Not Like Us won by a landslide, but Fortnite actually did get a couple of votes in.
That's nice.
And also Die with a Smile, Heavy as the Crown, No Angels, and Taste all tied.
Yeah, good videos this year.
Yeah, there were some solid music videos there. But finally, for music categories, Best Ticket, The Eras Tour by Taylor Swift, The Forget Tomorrow World Tour by Justin Timberlake, the From Zero World Tour by Linkin Park, the Guts World Tour by Olivia Rodrigo, the Mathematics Tour by Ed Sheeran, the Most Wanted Tour by Bad Bunny, the Renaissance World Tour from Beyonce, and the Saviors Tour by Green Day.
I heard that one ended in Springfield where they melted into the polluted lake.
Shut up. You just watched the Simpsons movie a couple days ago.
Anyways, the award goes to... I mean, it's no surprise. It's the Eras Tour.
I mean, Taylor had to get something.
Yeah,
Taylor
and
did something.
I mean,
Yeah, and
no,
believe it or
I'm
not,
not saying
the
that was a pity vote. This was
Yeah.
democratically elected with a fair and unbiased representative sample.
jeez. But
All
yeah,
right,
it
that's
was
our
close-
last music category, if I
and it was
remember
close-
correctly.
It was actually closely-ish followed by Olivia Rodrigo's tour, which actually was
Oh.
which was followed closely by Linkin Park, and then actually Bad Bunny and Green Day were brought up the rear. I'm surprised Ed Sheeran.
I heard Rodrigo had a pretty good year, so
Yeah, but that being said,
Congratulations.
I'm actually kind of surprised. I thought Ed Sheeran would have gotten at least one because I saw his tour back in
Bad Bunny.
2023.
I hope his movie prospects are doing good now that he's not concretely tied to El Muerto.
Anyway, but
no, he left, but it's still happening.
fair enough. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make here is, as I was saying, I thought Ed Sheeran would have gotten a vote because I saw him in concert. He was fantastic live. But anyway, moving on to our gaming category.
Gaming categories. Yeah, this is going to be a fun one.
Something tells me that there was one category here where you didn't even know who the winner was.
Let's
Okay.
get started.
Okay, for game of the year, our nominees are Animal Well, Astrobot.
Wait a minute, you
Final
did the last one.
Nah, he usually starts them. It's fine.
Okay.
Keep going.
Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Helldivers 2, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, Metaphor ReFantazio, and Sonic X Shadow Generations. And the award goes to Astrobot.
Yeah.
It makes total sense. It was literally Game of the Year winner, so...
I mean, hey, never go outside of the comfort zone against popular opinion. You know, come on, guys.
Yeah. And
They
actually,
added Spider-Man. They added the Spider-Mans to it, so it's
And-
automatically the best game ever now.
But believe it or not, all the other, I think Helldivers, Zelda, Metaphor, and Sonic all tied. It was a 4-way tie.
Good games this year. Good
Yes,
games.
solid
We picked a good
game lineup.
sample.
Yeah, or this past year technically, because we're already in
Yeah,
2025.
Good games in 2024.
Best
gaming narrative.
Yeah.
Our nominees are Elden Ring, Shadow of the Erd Tree, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Metaphor ReFantazio. And the Spectrum Award goes to Metaphor ReFantazio.
Which was the Game Awards 2024 winner for Best Narrative.
There you go. There must be some connection here. Anyway, moving on. Sean, if you'd like to get the next category.
For Best Gaming Voice Actor / Actress, we have Alex Lee, Britt Barron, Cody Christian, Damian Hosh, and Stuart Clark.
And the Spectrum Award goes to
Damian Hosh
as Van Arkride in Legend of Heroes Trails Through Daybreak.
And if you don't know what that is, go play it. It's pretty excellent.
There you go, folks. Great marketing.
Damian Hosh also plays Laios Toden in Delicious in Dungeon.
And Ryoga Hibiki in Ranma 1/2. If you like that whole part of Metaphor where there's some real-time combat interspersed with turn-based combat, Trails Through Daybreak also does that, but maybe even a bit better.
Behold the business model, folks. Moving on. Best RPG, we have Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, The Legend of Heroes, Trails Through Daybreak, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, Metaphor ReFantazio, Unicorn Overlord. How do you say that last one? Ys X Nordics.
This was a good year for RPGs, but I'm pretty sure I already know who won.
And the award goes to Metaphor
ReFantazio again.
Yep. It makes sense. We have a lot of repeats this year. I think that's gonna be a common theme for these awards.
Metaphor was a smash hit, so I'm not surprised that's doing really well.
Yeah. So our next category,
I think it would have taken home Game of the Year, but that's just me.
Best fighting game.
Yeah, do you want to get this one, Jackson?
Fairly light year, but
light year.
Your turn.
Okay. Best fighting game. Our nominees are Dragon Ball Sparking Zero, Rivals of Ever 2, Tekken 8, and the latest Under Night In-Birth expansion, Sis Celes.
Okay.
And the Spectrum Award goes to Tekken 8.
Honestly, not surprising. Most in depth,
most
prolific.
Despite a lackluster DLC, people really like the main story of that game.
Yeah, and it won by a lot too, actually. So moving on, our next one,
family game. All right, we have Astrobot, Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom, Mario and Luigi Brothership, Princess Peach Showtime, Sonic X Shadow Generations, and Super Mario Party Jamboree. You know who won this.
You already know. And the Spectrum Award goes to
Astrobot. It makes sense. It was a massive hit this year.
Sony finally put out a family-oriented game for the first time in a while.
I mean, they've done that. They've done it with the VR stuff too, and they do have Astro's Playroom.
I know, but also that's VR, and most people can't afford that.
True, but Astrobot was just fantastic, though.
PlayStation.
But yeah, Astrobot, good ass game. Good game.
Right.
Sorry.
Anyway, on that note, best multiplayer gaming experience.
And the nominees are Call of Duty Black Ops 6, Fortnite, Helldivers 2, and just recently released Marvel Rivals.
Which means it has recency bias working in its favor, and the winner is
Marvel
Marvel
Rivals.
Rivals.
Which I have bought too many skins for.
Great game, Spencer. If you haven't tried it yet, I recommend you do.
I mean, you took a while to get used to it, but you adapted.
Yeah, I actually am sticking around for it, and I'm happy I am.
All right. So next up, a best gaming adaptation, and our nominees are
Arcane.
Arcane, Fallout, Like a Dragon Yakuza, Secret Level, and Sonic the Hedgehog 3. And the award goes to
I have a feeling you already won.
Sonic the Hedgehog 3, ladies and gentlemen.
Yep.
Sonic Sweep. Sonic Sweep.
Yeah, but honestly,
Year for Sonic fans. Great year for Sonic fans, actually. Like,
actually, it
great
was a fantastic year. And actually, it actually smoked Arcane, believe it or not, by a lot.
That's because we have Sonic fans who probably hate League of Legends.
Anyways,
all right.
Most anticipated game.
Our nominees are Death Stranding 2 On the Beach, Doom, The Dark Ages, Fable, which, according to rumors, might be delayed out of 2025. We'll have to see.
Well, it didn't win, but so, you know.
Grand Theft Auto 6, Marvel's Wolverine, Metroid Prime 4 Beyond, Monster Hunter Wilds, and Pokemon Legends Z through A. And the Spectrum Award goes to...
Grand Theft, I don't think so. Yeah, not here, not today. It's actually Marvel's Wolverine,
where you get to play as him going on funny adventures in probably Madripoor and probably Japan at some point.
And Wolverine learns that he can stab people from a distance by throwing knives instead of using his claws.
And also, he'll probably wear an eye patch at some point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm actually surprised. I thought Grand Theft Auto would have been the one pick.
Wolverine needs to have the extensive costumes of the Insomniac Spider-Man games, or I'm going to be very upset.
Partly because
it probably will.
Might have an even funnier set of costumes than Spider-Man.
He really does.
Anyway,
moving on to our Wolverine.
Moving on to our sports categories. I'll take these ones if that's okay with you guys.
You can handle sports. It's fine.
Yeah. For best male athlete, we have Cristiano. Sorry, I butchered that name there. Do you want to say that?
Cristiano
Ronaldo, Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown, LeBron James, Lionel Messi, Patrick Mahomes, Shohei Ohtani, Stephen Curry, and Travis Kelce. And the award goes to Lionel Messi.
He also made his debut in Fortnite this past year.
Well, that probably has something to do with it. But actually,
everyone's making their debut in Fortnite.
But Patrick Mahomes is also in Fortnite. You can play and LeBron James.
Wait, really?
Yeah, Mahomes and LeBron James each have 2 separate skins in Fortnite.
Fortnite will not stop until it subsumes all culture within itself. Soon, you will be watching everything in Fortnite.
Lewis Hamilton is also in Fortnite.
I think you get the idea.
Yeah, a lot of athletes.
The more you know. Anyway, moving on. Best female athlete: Alex Morgan, Caitlin Clark, Coco Gauff, Sha'Carri Richardson, Simone Biles, and Venus Williams. The award goes to Caitlin Clark.
I do not know who Caitlin Clark is.
She's a major WNBA player at the moment.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, and she made such an impact in basketball this year. It's not even funny.
I thought Biles had it.
I respect WNBA getting some reps. So good job.
Yeah, it was actually a tie between Clark and Biles, but I'm gonna be the first to admit I had heard more about Clark in like news and stuff like that, so I figured it made more sense.
I heard more about Biles on the news, so
we could say it's a tie. It's a tie, probably.
Yeah, but
let's keep going.
I mean, Caitlin Clark is really.
There's my mother going crazy for Missy. She's a big soccer gal.
More you know. Best sporting event. The nominees are the 2024 NBA Finals, the MLB Finals for 2024, the Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games, the Stanley Cup Finals for 2024, and Super Bowl 58. The winner is the Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games. This one actually kind of surprised me because where we're from, we actually technically won the NBA Finals.
Didn't you? Wasn't at least one of your parents in Paris?
My mother was out to watch the Olympics with my sister.
Oh, really? That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
brought back a few souvenirs.
It's
Sick.
cool.
The
It's
more you know,
actually,
folks.
and Sean has been to France himself before. He's got some cool comics from there.
That's actually really cool. Fun fact for you on the comments in the chat right
We
now.
can talk about it. We can talk about it after the awards. But yeah, there was some neat stuff he got when he went there himself.
Yeah.
So
So
let's keep
All right.
going.
moving on, we have our web and online categories.
All right, I'll take this first one because me and Sean have been sitting out for a bit.
Of course.
Best web show. We only have 2 nominees. Good Mythical Morning
And
and
Hot
Hot
Ones.
Ones. And I remember one of these leading the other. Our winner is
It's Hot Ones.
it's Hot Ones.
Yep.
It's Hot Ones.
Ones because and it won by easily the biggest lead. It won by
They
9.
had a ridiculous year in 2024.
It was an insanely good year. We had so many amazing guests, from Ryan
Not to
Reynolds
mention animated guests for the first time, which is
oh yeah, that's right. They did introduce that
Good old
year.
Donald Duck.
Donald Duck on Hot Ones is honestly a genius marketing play.
But
Good job,
honestly,
guys.
there were some that I feel like could have been included as additional people, but they only have so much time and so much money, of course. But
All right.
I think we should put more cartoons on it. We should try and get who. We'll think about that another time. Moving on.
Best gaming creator. We have Adrenaline Dubs, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Ninja, and the Syndicate Project.
I have no idea where this one was gonna go, so the winner is Jacksepticeye.
Congratulations on being cast in Dispatch.
Oh
And
right, he is in a movie. What movie is that again?
That's not a movie, that's a game.
What's
yeah,
in
let's
this?
say
Oh right, the new Telltale thing.
We can talk about it later.
yes, and you know what? I'm gonna throw this out there, Jack. If you ever stumble across this video, we'd love to collaborate with you, and this award automatically grants you it grants you an automatic collaboration with us.
We might be doing something for Dispatch though when it comes out, so stay tuned.
Yeah, maybe these guys will do it on Patreon. Who knows?
Yeah, I'd be up for that.
Okay, so moving on. Best tech creator. We have iJustine, Linus Tech Tips, Marquez Brownlee, Mr. Who's the Boss, and Supercar Blondie. So the award goes to Linus Tech Tip.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm honestly, originally it did surprise me, but then I was like, and then I thought about it, I was like, yeah, it actually does make total sense. But
excuse me, I have to go play Ultra Kill to find the Linus dimension. Anyway,
moving on. Next category. Best culinary creator. There was a nominee me and Sean had that had to be excised from the list, and we are sorry.
Wait, who?
Best ordinary sausage.
Yeah. Anyway, oh yeah, that's right. I did.
Nominees are
which is mainly just because Spencer watched it.
nominees are Babish Culinary Universe, Joshua Weissman, Nick DiGiovanni, and Gordon Ramsay. And the winner of this Spectrum Award is
It's actually ordinary sausage.
No, it's Gordon Ramsay.
Yeah, but it makes total sense though. He
Already established food personality getting into YouTube. It's cool to see. Cool to see. So,
it is absolutely very cool to see.
On that note, Sean here has actually eaten at a Gordon Ramsay restaurant before.
I mean, I think a bunch of people have.
I know, but he ate at the one in Vegas, so
that was ages ago. It's not like a life event.
That burger you had was a life event.
I mean, it was a hell of a burger.
You fancy son of a gun. But anyways, best educational creator.
Yeah, this is a good one.
We are going where our nominees are: Defunctland, the speed running educator summoning salt, the Theorist Channel, Tom Scott, and
Veritasium.
Veritasium. Couldn't see the exact order of the words from this distance. Your computer is not close enough, Jackson.
And the Spectrum Award winner is...
Thank you for the brightness. Summoning Salt.
Yeah! This was kind of a tough one. I was tempted on who to vote for, Summoning Salt or Defunctland.
No, I'm going to be honest with you.
Honestly,
I mean, let's be real. Speed running and bad theme park attractions, they're basically the same thing.
Summoning Salt...
I'm going to say...
Are you going to say, Spencer?
I was going to say, I actually didn't vote for any of the categories because I wanted to stay out of it, honestly. I want to leave it up to you guys.
Yeah, I am really... Anyone who hasn't watched Summoning Salt's content, I highly recommend it. He makes some of the most compelling, not just speedrun documentaries, but documentaries on YouTube.
If you're
Really?
interested in why and especially the how of what people playing games way too fast, this is your channel.
It's really good. He covers a wide variety of speedrunning fields from a lot of franchises you probably know about.
And is also
Maybe we
himself
should-
a punch
maybe
out
that's a-
world record holder.
yeah.
Maybe we should react to some of those films on Patreon.
We're already racking up a big Patreon backlist.
I'm not sure about Summoning Salt necessarily, but Defunctland would be fun to react to, especially.
I think I have seen a Defunctland video. I just don't know which one.
All right,
He's done a lot. So
moving on.
best animation creator. Once again, only 2 nominees. The nominees are Jaden Animations and Pringus McDingus, who we personally vouch for because we like his stuff a lot. And the winner is Pringus McDingus.
Believe it or not, it won by a nose too. It won by 1 vote.
Yeah,
He won by 1 vote. Sorry.
that's a good tie. That's a good tie. Well,
Pringus
Pringus
has also done work for Twitch streamer Life Arrow.
I really like Pringus's animations. There's some really good ones, and you should watch them if you
And
haven't.
actually, I think I saw one of them recommended in my feed. I don't know which one though.
Yeah, one of our
Anyway.
favorites is the Tekken one he did.
Anyway, moving
Comics
fo-
categories. This is gonna be me and Sean all
This
the way
is
down.
our bag, man.
Yeah.
So
All right. Best new Marvel comic series: Deadpool by Cody Ziglar, Exceptional X-Men by Evel Ewing, Ultimate Spider-Man by Jonathan Hickman, Ultimate X-Men by Peach Momoko, and The Ultimates by Dennis Camp.
It's the year of Ultimate Marvel, baby.
Some great
Oh,
great picks this
just
year.
Ultimate in
Also,
general,
a great
too.
new Deadpool series for fans who want to get into him from the movie.
And also like X-Men and X-Men adjacent. Anyway, winner is
Ultimate Spider-Man.
proving once and for all that yes, people do want Spider-Man to be married. Actually, now
This is a really good comic.
Marvel editorial, please. No one liked One More Day. I don't think people are buying Spider-Man because he's a bachelor.
Okay.
Anyway, best continuing Marvel series: Fantastic Four by Ryan North, The Immortal Four by Al Ewing, Miles Morales Spider-Man by Cody Ziglar, Moon Knight by Jed McKay and up till recently Alessandro Capuccio, and Scarlet Witch by Steve Orlando.
And the Spectrum Award winner is Fantastic Four.
By Ryan North. Keep your eyes peeled for One World Under Doom. Marvel's doing a lot of Doctor Doom related stuff recently.
If you're interested in the Fantastic Four with their coming movie this year, it's a great time to get caught up on this run. It's fantastic, and most of the issues are self-contained stories.
And you don't gotta read any other things to get up to speed.
It's so good.
Anyway,
Best new DC Comics series. Just like this was the year of Ultimate for Marvel, it's the year of Absolute for DC, and there's more coming in our anticipated category. Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder, Absolute Superman by Jason Aaron, Absolute Wonder Woman by Kelly Thompson, Catwoman by Torunn Grønbekk, and Nightwing by Dan Waters. And the winner of this Spectrum Award is
the
Absolute Batman.
or should I say Absolute Unit.
Absolute Batman by Scott Snyder and the art team of Nick Dragata and Gabriel Hernandez Walta.
Have you
Congratulations, everyone.
Have you seen that Batman? Bro is an entire house.
Absolute Universe has been really fun so far. I'm liking it, especially Superman.
Best continuing DC comic series. We have Birds of Prey by Kelly Thompson, The Flash by Cy Spurrier, Poison Ivy by G. Willow Wilson,
Creator of Kamala Khan Miss Marvel.
Shazam by Josie Campbell, started by Mark Waid,
And it's about to end this year, sadly.
and Superman by Joshua Williamson.
And the winner is Superman!
By Joshua Williamson. Thankfully, he seems primed to make Doomsday an interesting character for once.
Yeah. And the summer of Superman is going to mean even more good Superman stuff coming.
Absolutely.
Best limited comic series, counting for both DC and Marvel. Avengers Twilight by Chip Zdarsky and Daniel Acuna. Batman Dark Age by Mark Russell and Michael Allred. The Boy Wonder by Junie Ba. Miss Marvel Mutant Menace by Sabir Perzada, Iman Vellani, actress of Miss Marvel in the MCU, and Scott Godlewski. Patrick Man No More by
Plastic
Christopher
Man.
Cantwell.
You
Jacob-
just said Patrick Man no more.
No. Plastic Man No More by Christopher Cantwell, Jacob Edgar, and Alex Lins. And Zatanna Bring Down the House by Mariko Tamaki and Javier Rodriguez. And the Spectrum Award goes to Batman Dark Age.
It was the Batman vote, isn't it?
Yeah!
Honestly, I would put my vote in for Avengers of Plastic Man.
Dark Age is fantastic. All of the nominees we mentioned are fantastic, and I recommend you check them out. Dark Age is one of my favorite comics of last year, in particular. What a good series.
Anyway,
Moving on.
best licensed indie comic series. If anyone wants some 90s or early 2000s nostalgia, we got it. Mighty Morphin Power Rangers: The Return, Powerpuff Girls, Sonic the Hedgehog, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, and Transformers.
Of note for creative teams, MMPR The Return is co-written by Amy Jo Johnson, the original Pink Power Ranger. Sonic the Hedgehog is back to being written by Ian Flynn, with Evan Stanley as the other main writer.
Teenage Mutant Ninja
Teenage
Turtles
Mutant
has
Ninja Turtles.
Jason Aaron and Juan Ferreira.
And Transformers is still being written by our local Massachusetts boy, Daniel Warren Johnson. Love that guy. And the winner is Sonic the Hedgehog!
Because
IDW Publishing.
Sonic fans here.
And IDW Sonic is apparently doing really good this year.
Don't
Yeah,
Doing really good
it's
last
doing-
Don't sleep
it's a-
on Transformers, though. That is immaculate.
Sonic probably got a lot of people with the writer's arc they just did.
All right.
But I will say, so, like, if you want an easy way to digest the Sonic comics, the actually was tied with Transformers. I should bring up.
Oh!
Well, then then let's just call that a tie.
Sonic
Yeah,
and
but
Transformers, good picks. Good picks,
but
everyone.
I will say the watch Adrenaline Dubs, because they absolutely slay with making the IDW comics for Sonic easy to digest, and they're really they do an amazing job. So check them out. Shout out to Adrenaline Dubs.
Anyway,
All right. Next up, Best Original Indie Comic Series. Dawn Runner by Ram V and Evan Cagle, who just started a New Gods book at DC. The Deviant by James Tynion IV and Joshua Hickson, which still isn't finished. I Heart Skull Crusher by Josie Campbell and Alessio Zono. The Power Fantasy by Kieran Gillen and Caspar Wingard.
which me and Jackson just picked up in trade paperback format today.
Only $9.99. Thank you, Image Comics.
And Rat City.
And Rat City by Erica Schultz and Zay Carlos.
Don't let the name fool you. This is, in fact, Spawn 2099.
And the Spectrum Award goes to The Power Fantasy.
What are the chances?
As a big fan of Kieran Gillen's work, I'm sure Sean is pretty excited about this, even though he hasn't read it yet.
Anyway,
Okay.
most anticipated comic series.
Ooh.
We have a few absolutes and one ultimate on here, so let's get to it. Absolute Green Lantern by Al Ewing.
And Al Ewing and Janoy Lindsay.
Absolute Martian Manhunter by Dennis Camp.
And Javier Rodriguez.
Invincible Universe Battle Beast by Robert Kirkman.
And Ryan Otley.
New Gods by
By
Ram V.
And Evan Cagle, the team behind Dawn Runner.
DC X Sonic the Hedgehog by Ian Flynn.
Ian Flynn and Adam Bryce Thomas.
And Ultimate Wolverine by Chris Condon and Alessandro Capuccio.
And the winner is DC X Sonic the Hedgehog.
Not
Sonic
surprising.
Sweet,
And
Sonic Sweet.
I'm very excited to see Ian Flynn writing Big Two characters.
and honestly, this, I'm actually really excited for this series. Honestly,
It's a big deal. You've seen those concepts. You've seen those designs they did.
but yeah, this is like a
Those
this,
designs are cool.
and it honestly looks like it's gonna be. I don't know if you read the synopsis for the second issue. It looks like it's gonna be dark, dude.
I mean, it can only get so dark. It's
Well,
Sonic.
yes, but you know, for
fun.
like the limitations it has. But I'm just saying,
Let's keep going. That's an exciting one. Yeah.
it's a huge
All right.
deal. It's like it's a canon crossover too, right?
I hope so.
I believe it's canon to both of them. Most
Oh,
DC
really?
canon. I'm not sure about.
Yeah, unlike
I know-
Marvel,
I know-
DC doesn't have a whole alternate universe just so crossovers can happen.
I know, but
Those
like I'm
things
just
like
saying,
Godzilla Khan aren't canon. That one isn't canon at all.
I will say
unfortunately.
I know it's canon for Sonic. I don't know if it is for DC or not.
I don't know either. We'll have to.
But Sonic,
We will have to see.
Sonic is
Anywho.
definitely canon. But anyway, our anime and manga
Now.
categories.
Once again, our turf. So, best anime
Dandadan.
by Science Saru.
Delicious in Dungeon by Studio Trigger.
Dragon Ball Daima by Toei.
Go Go Loser Ranger. I forget the studio that made that.
Me too. I also forget the Kaiju number 8 studio. Pretty sure Oshino Ko is Doga Kobo.
Rama 1/2 by Mappa.
And Terminator Zero by Production IG.
Good picks this year.
Yeah,
And
but
the Spectrum Award goes to...
I'm just gonna say right now, once you see this one, there's a sweep.
Yeah.
Dun 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 dun.
Yeah, it's Dandadan. Dandadan's a big deal this year. I'm not surprised.
Well, they needed something to fill the Attack on Titan void. So, anyways,
All right, now we're going.
Best anime voice actor / actress. AJ Beckles as Ken Okurun Takakara from Dandadan. Emily Rudd as Marcel Donato in Delicious in Dungeon. Fun fact for anyone who doesn't know, Emily Rudd is the voice of is the actress who plays Nami in One Piece live action on Netflix.
oh,
Anyway,
Koichi Yamadera as Ryoga Hibiki in Ranma 1/2 2024. Megumi Hayashibara as female Ranma Saotome in Ranma 1/2 2024. Yumi Kawai as Fujino in Look Back, and Zeno Robinson as Fighter D in Go Go Loser Ranger. We tried to keep it even for sub and dub actors this time. And our winner is... AJ Beckles as Okurun in Dandadan. Unfortunately, the fan base for that is a lot less grateful to him than we are.
unfortunately, you guys don't deserve him. Anyway, best opening of the year, which I think I also know already what's going to win, but here we go.
Strong nominees, though. Strong nominees.
Absolute Zero for Windbreaker. Bling Bong Bong Born by Creepy Nuts for Mashal Magic and Muscle Season
Absolute
2.
Zero is by Natori.
Fatal by Genom for Oshinoko Season 2. Chikai Yokoku by
Tatsuya Kitani.
who is also part of Genom. Level by Hiroyuki Sawano
X Tomorrow, X Together.
in Solo Leveling. Otonoke, also by Creepy Nuts for Dandadan. Running in My Head by Miyavi for Code Geass, Rose of the Recapture, and Sleepwalking Orchestra by Bump of Chicken for Delicious in Dungeons Season 2.
Season 1. Season 1.
Oh, Season 1, yeah.
You mixed that up. It's fine.
Fudge.
It's fine.
I said fudge. By the
You're
way.
right. It's the first opening, not the second. We
If
changed it from the second to the
You
first.
may recognize Bump of Chicken from their work on the Pokemon Gacha music video. Anyway,
Oh.
the winner is...
Otonoke by Creepy Nuts. Creepy Nuts, who had the biggest year of probably any Japanese music group, like, period. Like, good lord.
Yeah. Anyways,
Also shout out for Bling Bong Bon Born, which was an international hit.
wow.
Yeah,
The more
it
you know,
is
folks.
good.
Anyway, best ongoing manga.
Akane Banashi, Chainsaw Man, Dandadan, Sakamoto Days, which is getting its anime adaptation this year.
Starring Sholo Maridueña from Blue Beetle.
Not kidding. He's in that. And
Wow.
Spy X Family. And the Spectrum Award goes to...
Dun, dun, dun.
Dandadan again.
Now I would say that I know we ran through a lot of categories, folks, but we're not done yet because we have one final set of categories before we wrap
We
up. for
picked
today.
our personal favorites from a bunch of categories and decided to set them up in a special bonus category.
three
This
special
is-
categories actually, and this is going to
This
be
is
all
this is
media
a
categories.
very proverbial fight to the death.
It's in all media categories. So, Sean, why don't you? We'll go Sean, Jackson, me. So, Sean, if you'd like to say what our best event of 2024 is.
For best event, we have our sporting event, the Paris 2024
Well, we actually have
Summer
Well,
Olympic
we have
Games.
a couple sporting events. It's
Yeah.
sporting and music events.
Yeah, sporting and music
Our-
combined.
One of our tickets, the Eras Tour, another sporting event, NBA Finals, the Forget Tomorrow World Tour, the Super Bowl, and the From Zero World Tour.
And the Spectrum Award goes to...
Sorry about that.
the Paris 2024 Summer Olympic Games.
This one actually, I thought it would have been the Eras Tour personally, but I'm okay with this.
Congratulations to the Olympics for winning a second time. Good job, guys.
Yeah. So, Jackson, if you'd like to take this one.
All right.
For
Best Performer,
of
Timothy
2024.
Chalamet as Paul Atreides in Dune 2. Dune Part 2. Amy Poehler as Joy in Inside Out 2. Hiroyuki Sanada as Lord Yoshi Toranaga in Shogun. Hamish Linklater as Batman/Bruce Wayne in Batman Caped Crusader. Kendrick Lamar, Taylor Swift. Yumi Kawai as Fujino in Look Back. Jason Tatum and Caitlin Clark. And the winner of this Spectrum Award is
Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar.
Thank you, Bro Moment TV.
As expected, Kendrick did really well last year. I'm not surprised at all.
Yeah, and Yumi Kawai actually got really close actually.
And I'm thankful. Let's give a shout out to probably the animated film that was most snubbed by the Oscars this year.
Look Back. You can watch it right now on Amazon Prime Video. It's amazing.
Okay, so this is it, guys. Our final category, and I'm going to take this one because it's a big one. It's Best Release of 2024, and our nominees are Dune Part 2, Shogun, Not Like Us, Astrobot, Hot Ones Season 25 on YouTube, Ultimate X-Men, and Dandadan. This was this is a strong list of nominees, no question about it.
I think we made good picks here.
I think also this is one of the areas where our discretion was most noticeable because we decided most of the nominees for these categories ourselves. Before any voting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Spectrum Award goes to
our final Spectrum Award goes to, drum roll please,
Can't Drum Forever.
Not Like Us, Kendrick Lamar in music, ladies and gentlemen.
Kendrick Lamar adding, oh Lord.
This is the year of Kendrick and Sonic.
Kendrick and Sonic chilling. Now I just want to watch that video of Kendrick and Knuckles beating up Drake together.
Anyways, so yeah, this was a well-deserved win. So I just want to say thank you all so much for watching, and until our next awards in 2026, probably like beginning of next year. Good night, everybody.
I'll make sure to I'll make sure to stack the votes in favor of my favorite art house anime movie. Look Back, snubbed.
But that being said, I think we will have to do next year like 50-50, like 50% us and then 50% votes, because
we will. We can't wait to do this again.
If you gave me 1%, I would have made Look Back win every category it was nominated for, and you know it.
And on that note, stay tuned for our February episode, where we will be covering.
Yeah, and not even that. Our January episode actually airs tomorrow at 8 p.m.
Our January episode, in which we give reviews of What If Season 3 and Creature Commandos. And also stay tuned for our episode in February, in which we will be reviewing Captain America Brave New World and Your Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man's first season.
Yeah, which
thankfully, Friendly Neighborhood is off to a pretty good start.
So we'll see how it goes. So we'll see you guys for another award season in about a year's time. Bye, everyone.
Thank you all for coming.